As of yesterday, the state of Washington has received a new high in COVID-19 deaths.
And thousands of Washington state government workers have been seeking exemption from the vaccine mandate. Murrow News 8 starts now.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Good afternoon, I'm Cameron Baber.
And I'm Doyle D'Angelo. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
Since yesterday, Washington State has surpassed 7,000 coronavirus deaths. After more than a year and a half of battling the virus, Washington health officials have reported 34,255 hospitalizations since the pandemic began. State health workers have administered 8.7 million vaccine doses statewide, with Seattle accounting for over 1 million of those shots.
Over 4,500 Washington state government employees have filed for medical or religious exemptions from the mandated COVID vaccine. The employees represent 24 state agencies under Jay Inslee's executive cabinet. As of September 6th, there have been 3,891 exemption requests and only 737 have been granted. Also, only 7 of them were accommodated. Even if workers receive exemptions, they still can be fired if the employer can't find accommodations that limit their contact with the public. The Cougar logo is getting some changes, but not in the way you think. In a campaign to help modernize the Coug logo, WSU launched a new brand website outlining what the famous freestanding Cougar head will look like in the near future. Here's a look at some of them. Some updates include a refreshed color palette, an updated font, and new guidelines for applying the brand. The logo itself will stay the same, but its surrounding elements will see the most adjustment.
President Joe Biden had a meeting with multiple companies about his recently announced vaccine requirements, which is currently in effect for about 100 million workers. Some businesses are accepting of the announcement, and some are saying that Biden is overstepping his authority. The Business Roundtable that represents over 200 businesses are welcoming of Biden's new requirements.
Today is the start of Hispanic Heritage Month, and Seattle hopes some upcoming events will help see a boost in vaccination rates. Many of Seattle's Hispanic community leaders are hoping to see an increase in vaccination rates among the Latinx population. CMAR Fiestas Patrias will host a virtual fitness celebration on September 18th and host a COVID vaccination clinic along with Zumba and health classes on the 19th.
Over in California, Gavin Newsom will remain governor after defeating the recall election. Newsom had to defend his position after residents were frustrated over schools and businesses were closed due to the pandemic. However, Newsom came out on top while California voters rejected the choice to replace him with popular opponent Larry Elder, a right-winged radio host who drew comparisons to former President Donald Trump.
Simone Biles was joined by 3 fellow gymnasts today as they testified the mishandling of the Larry Nassar FBI case to Congress. The Department of Justice has found that FBI agents made false statements and failed to urgently document complaints made by the gymnasts. The FBI was made aware of these incidents in 2015, but they took as long as 17 months to report on the cases, which unfortunately allowed more women to be assaulted. Nassar was finally arrested and indicted in 2016.
The WSU Counseling and Psychological Services offer mental health resources for students and community members. CAPS sees about 10% of WSU Pullman student population. Anxiety, depression, and feeling of stress with academics are the 3 most common reasons students seek help through CAPS. If anyone is in need of improving their mental health, CAPS is always there to help. And on Tuesday, the Pullman City Council decided to stop pursuing the Lawson Garden Event Center project and use the money for other park projects instead. The rising construction costs force architects to draw up less expensive designs, but while the city budgeted nearly $1.3 million for the project, every construction bid the council received came in well over that price. A survey from the Pullman Parks and Recreation said the city would benefit from more other park projects and current park facilities.
At the request of the Moscow School District, the city will close the left turn lane at the intersection of D Street and Mountain View Road. This change will last 90 days and will be monitored to see if it helps maintain pedestrian safety. Specifically for children, this is an intersection many of them walk through to get to school. Since it is bordered by Moscow Middle School and Egan Youth Center, it is also within blocks of the McDonald Elementary School.
The WSU campus Tri-Cities unveiled its new expanded Veterans Memorial this week.
And when will the Spokane Shakespeare Society continue its inaugural season? Find out next on Murrow News 8.
Let me tell you about the toughest guy on earth. He does the work of 2 jobs, but only gets paid for one. He's tough enough to feed the man that gave him a lifetime of nourishment. He has the crazy strength to lift the man that raised him up without even flinching. That's right. No employee of the month bonus check here. This guy, no, this warrior, will always be by his father's side, even if his dad will hardly remember. Good luck finding a gym to train for that. If this guy isn't the toughest guy on the planet, then I don't know who is. Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
WSU Tri-Cities unveiled their expanded Stories Veterans Memorial and dedication to the new General James Mattis Leadership Library. The library is now located in the Campus Veterans Center as a special tribute for this month. It features General Mattis's favorite books that has influenced his career. The Stories Veterans Memorial was created by a local artist, Tom McClelland, and features a collection of stories from regional veterans.
The Spokane Shakespearean Society is continuing its inaugural performances this September. The group, also known as S3, will perform the complete works of William Shakespeare abridged this month, seeking to expand the theater experience available in Spokane. The group was founded in August, and every performance has free admission, but attendees are encouraged to donate.
We've seen some nice days this past week, but will they stick around? Let's toss it over to Sydney Garner for our weather.
Hi guys, that's right. It is starting to feel like fall out there. Today we've got a high of 70 and a low of 37. It is sunny, but we are seeing some cloud coverage and wind out there, 14-mile-per-hour winds. It was a pretty breezy walk to campus. Now let's take a look at tomorrow. Tomorrow we're looking at similar temperatures to today, high of 65, low of 39. It is getting chillier out there, especially in the mornings and the evenings, so it might be time to start dressing a little warmer, maybe grab a jacket or a sweatshirt before you leave the house. Now let's take a look at our state map. The whole state is transitioning into those cooler fall temperatures. We're seeing a high of 73 and a low of 41 in Spokane. The middle of the state, a little warmer per usual, high of 80 in Tri-Cities, high of 76 in Yakima. Over on the west side of the state, we're seeing a high of 63 in Seattle and a low of 48, a high of 68 in Olympia and a low of 44. It was looking pretty nice for that Mariners game today. Now let's take a look at the rest of the week. That's right, we are seeing a lot of rain in the forecast. It will be rainy for CFS, so make sure you grab a rain jacket if you're going to the game, and that rain will continue into Sunday and Monday. Thanks so much, guys. Back to you at the desk.
How did Wazoo's women's volleyball team do in the Cougar Challenge?
And are the Seahawks looking to add more depth to their roster? Find out next with Dakota Cruz.
Hello everyone, I'm Dakota Cruz covering the sports section for today. WSU women's soccer team heads to Colorado tomorrow to take on Denver University. WSU has a slight defensive advantage, only allowing 3 goals in their first 6 games, while Denver has allowed 11 goals in their first 7 games. WSU is coming off a strong win against Kansas, defeating them 3-0. Denver is also coming off a win defeating Northern Arizona 6-2 last Saturday. The game tomorrow starts at 6 p.m. The WSU women's volleyball team travels to California this weekend to compete in the Thunderdome Classic in Santa Barbara. WSU will face UC Santa Barbara on Friday at 10 a.m. and will have a doubleheader on Saturday, taking on VCU at 11 a.m. and UC Santa Barbara again at 7 p.m. This is their last tournament before they open Pac-12 play. Currently, the Seattle Mariners trail the Boston Red Sox 5-3 in the 10th inning. The Seattle Mariners wrap up their 3-game series with the Boston Red Sox this afternoon. Seattle took the opening game on Monday 5-4, but lost in the second game Tuesday 8-4. With 16 games left in the regular season, the Mariners are only 3 games back for a wild-card spot, trailing the Red Sox, Yankees, and Blue Jays. The Mariners will have a 10-game road trip starting Friday against the Kansas City Royals. Yesterday, the Seattle Seahawks invited 4 free agents for a workout, including a pair of running backs for the injured Rashad Penny and a defensive back and tight end to add depth. The Seahawks host the Titans on Sunday. Thank you for listening to the sports section today. Back to you guys at the desk.
Today, 2 education advocates were honored and received an award.
Find out who is recognized next.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, the boss's boss. If 1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes, that means it could be you, your barber, your barber's barber.
Nice work.
Thanks.
You, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse.
Yes.
You, your dog walker,
On your left.
your cat jogger. Or you, your co-pilot, your co-pilot's co-pilot. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org to know where you stand.
Today, Glennis Hill and Gay Shelby were recognized for their commitment and contributions to the field of education. Both individuals were given the Advocate for Education Award for their excellence in the field for over 30 years. From the crew here at Murrow News 8, we would like to say congratulations to both Hill and Shelby.
Thanks for watching. If you've missed anything in previous newscasts, you can always watch us on our YouTube channel.
More news can be found at nwpb.org, MN8, and you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Have a good night.
So Doyle.